Today, I want to talk to you if you are sick and tired of putting yourself out there, posting all day, and hearing crickets when it comes to your sales. Oh my gosh, this video is for you. Y'all, I'm so frustrated. I literally am having to record this video for the second time, so the energy is gone. Today, I am going to be talking to you about how to take those empty sales calls and clicks and turn them into clients without feeling pushy or like a used car salesman. But if you want to skip all that and just go ahead and get to the good stuff, I do have an ebook. It's called From Clicks to Clients, Mastering Digital Sales Funnel. And it goes over a lot of this with you. So if you don't want to listen, then go grab the book. It'll be down in the description box down below. But today I want to talk about some steps that you definitely need to take if you're finding that you are doing a lot of work, spinning your wheels, and not getting to those sales or getting those clicks and converting them into clients. There are just a couple of things that you need to know. Very first and overall, before I even get started, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. I've got more great videos coming down the pipeline that I know you are going to want to see, especially if you are interested in scaling your business or developing amazing and authentic leadership skills that help you really run your business more smoothly with more effectiveness and efficiency. And hire the right people. This is definitely the channel because I'm sharing strategies to help you do just that. Before I get to the first thing, because this is even on my script that I'm looking at here, but the first thing is just your mindset. If you want to go from doing all of this work, spinning your wheels, and not getting the conversions that you want, you've got to change your mindset because conversions don't always equal immediate money. Conversions can mean getting people on your email list that you can sell to later. It runs the gamut what it means to convert. So you need to wrap your mind around maybe changing your attitude around that, changing your mindset around that. Okay, that was just a little extra, a little bonus. Now let's get to the content that I wanted to share with you. Step number one is you need to master your topic. Now, there's an issue that I think people have, and I had it, so I know other people have it, and it is feeling like you have to be an expert, you have to have gone to school for something, you have to have all of these letters behind your name, and that is just not the case. Though I do have a marketing degree and I have a plethora of experience with creating marketing strategies, social media management, email marketing, website development, networking, the thing that really is fueling my business is the experience that I had. And I talk about that inside a program that I have, my signature program, Project CEO. But it was an epiphany that I had about 22 years ago that really was the catalyst for my passion and things that I am doing to help my clients with right now. Now, am I using my marketing degree in conjunction with this? Absolutely. But I'm telling you this because I don't want you to feel like that it is imperative that you have a degree or that you have some, a bunch of letters behind your name or that you have this crazy, perfect skill set that makes you an expert in something in order for you to have mastered your topic. That is just not the case. Mastering your topic means that you have a wealth of experience around a topic and that you are prepared and qualified to coach people down a similar path that you've either solved for yourself or you've solved for someone else. So the first step here, in addition to changing your mindset and wrapping your head around all of this, is really mastering your topic. Learning everywhere you can, reading, going to seminars, listening to other people, growing from seeing what your competitors are doing, evolving. My podcast is all about constantly evolving and being open to failing forward. And it's because in order for us to stay ahead of our ideal audience, we have to constantly evolve. We have to constantly be learning and growing. This is a journey. It is not going to be a destination. And if you found that you've hit a destination, you might be doing it wrong. So again, change that mindset because it's important for you to constantly evolve and grow and learn and master your topic. Step number 2 is to connect to your audience's problem. Well, this takes a great deal of self-awareness. In order for you to be able to relate to other people, you have to have some idea of what they're going through. You have to have some relatability and therefore be able to connect with the people that you are trying to serve or that you are trying to lead. It helps with your emotional quotient. It helps you to have empathy when it's necessary. It's also helpful in the know, like, trust factor of actually capturing the audience that you are trying to serve. So if you want to go from this cricket silence of that happens when you put forth effort to attract, engage, and convert your ideal audience, you really want to make sure that you have mastered sort of the connecting point between what you have to offer, your value, your solution, with what your ideal audience is in need of and how they like to receive that information. Now, I just believe that it's really important here for you to understand exactly your unique fingerprint and how you want to show up in the world, because those people that like that resonate with your messaging, those are the people that are going to flock to you. And so many times we are not giving them that vulnerable part of ourselves that gives that connection, that helps with that connection. So it's really important to connect to not only your audience, but to the problem they're trying to solve and show them that you understand what they're going through. Step number 3 is to serve versus sell. Now, listen, I have talked about this ad nauseum because it's so important. Do you like to be sold to? Do you like it when the roofer calls your house and says they'll be in your area? Do you like it when the lawn man or the window people come and knock on your door in the middle of dinner? Absolutely not. There's no connection and they're just trying to sell you on something. Don't be that person to someone else. And if you find that that is what you're doing, that is probably one of the really big reasons that you're hearing crickets when you are out there trying to share your offer or your value with your audience. You want to serve. I often talk about the importance of helping your audience identify where their struggles actually are, and then subsequently sharing with them how maybe they got there. These are valuable pieces of information that they will want to know. Maybe they don't know they have a problem, and you identifying the problem for them is a light bulb moment for them. Or maybe they have the problem, but they're not quite sure how they got there. If you can point that out and highlight them for them, that is valuable. So then once you have identified the problem for them and you've shown them how they actually got there, you can then position yourself to provide a solution to help them get out of it, or at least give them some valuable insight into how they could potentially get out of it, which could ultimately get them to click that convert or that sell or that buy or whatever it is from you. Worst case scenario, if they don't meet what you have, if you've done it correctly, they'll refer you to other people. Now listen, this might be all you needed to wet your whistle to grab that ebook down below, but I suggest that if you are ready for a roadmap that is going to help you get high converting, non-salesy funnels created for yourself, then yeah, go ahead, grab my ebook From Clicks to Clients, Mastering Digital Sales Funnels down below in the description box, because it's going to truly change the game for you, because it is a method to a madness that you may not have thought about before because you hadn't changed your mindset. But now you have, because I've given you a couple of tips to help you do so. So go ahead down below when you're finished watching this video, of course, and you've subscribed, of course, and grab my ebook From Clicks to Clients, Mastering Those Digital Sales Funnel, and you will get some insight into how you can create amazing sales funnels that actually do convert. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right. Now, step number 4 is to give away freebies. Can I tell you, it is one of those things where when you give away valuable information that people think that you would make them pay for, their mindset becomes, wow, if she's giving or if he's giving this much away, I could only imagine what his paid information is going to be like. And it makes them curious. So you want to give away freebies. You want to freely give away information. And let me just tell you a little secret. You can give away your entire program, your entire solution over the course of time, piece by piece, stripping it out in your content on your social media platforms. And nobody is going to sit there and try to sift through all of that material to put together the total paid package. Nobody. I learned that years ago. That wasn't my tip. That was a tip I got from someone else. But it's no harm in giving away the kit and caboodle when you do it the right way, because no one's going to go back and try to sew all that together. So when you provide them with the solution in a package all wrapped up in a bow, then odds are they're going to want to go ahead and grab that package. So you want to freely give, whether it's in downloadables, whether it's in an email newsletter, whether it's in videos like this, whether it's in challenges. Challenges are a big thing now. I'm actually getting ready to start one. But yeah, whatever it is, give it away. Let people know that you are there for them. You are there to serve. Going back to that serving over selling. So growing a platform that you own, like an email list, is a great way to, doing these freebies is a great way to grow that email list, where then you can talk to your audience and find out what they need and get research and like do some research, excuse me, with your email list, doing polls and really finding out what they want and constantly giving them that value because they're on that email list. You just have no idea how valuable that can be just because you're giving away. You're giving free information away that is very helpful to them on a regular basis. So step number 4, once you master the idea of serving over selling, it'll be easy for you to create content for your list of people that they can, get on your list, freebies and helpful information that they can use, and just start looking at you as the rock star that you are because they're getting this great information. Now, the last step that I think is so important, if you want to stop spinning your wheels and stop like hearing crickets because nobody's converting, it is for you to have a positive customer experience. Now, here's the deal. When you do get clients, you want this customer experience to be so amazing that whether they purchase from you or not, I mean amazing from the time they recognize you. And if you remember, I have my 6 R's of scaling, and that is recognition, reputation, relationship building, rapport building, revenue driving, and then referrals. Those are the 6 R's of scaling. And when you master these 6 R's, whether someone purchased from you or not, because remember, they're going to recognize you. They're going to know that you can solve a certain problem, and maybe they have that problem. But maybe you're out of their price range, or maybe they don't have the time to do whatever it is you do to help them solve their problem. Or maybe it's a personality problem, and they feel like you move at too fast of a pace. I don't know what the case may be. But if they recognized you and your reputation is such that they will inquire a little bit more, they may not purchase from you, but you can still develop a relationship with them and rapport with them and get those referrals. Even if you don't get their revenue, the revenue may come from their referrals if their experience with you was a positive experience. So my suggestion, if you want to stop those crickets from happening and start developing amazing opportunities for yourself, make sure that wherever these people are meeting you, that your experience with them and their experience with you is a positive one. Now, listen, if this video shifted your perspective in any way, shape, or form, please hit the subscribe button. And I want you to also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the episodes that I'm sharing with you. But if you had a shift, I want you to drop a comment down below and tell me which step are you going to implement first. Where are you in these 5 steps? Maybe you've done 1 and 2 and you're on step 3. Or maybe you haven't started anything at all and you're going to start at step 1. Drop a comment down below and tell me which of these steps you want to start with first. Now listen, for years, I'm not telling you things that I don't know, because for years I struggled with the idea of selling. When I was in college, I always said I hated selling. I would never do sales, but wouldn't you know it, 2 things. My very first job out of college when I moved to Texas after being married was a sales job. And I have a business. And what do I have to do? I have to sell myself. That comes a little bit easier. But what I realized was I did not like having to convince people or be salesy in order for them to convert. I realized that it was much more effective when I had a mindset shift, much more effective to point out some things that could be challenging them that they may not have recognized, and then offer them some ideas as to how they got in that position in the first place, and then further share with them some of the things that they could potentially do to help get them out of the rut or to solve the problem. That was a mindset shift from selling to serving. Now, in this next video, I have 3 questions that I want you to answer. And these are very uncommon questions because when it comes to really deciding who you're talking to in the first place, maybe you've answered the wrong questions and not these uncommon questions. Or maybe, just maybe, you are bossing in the wrong stage. And I actually have a quiz that helps you determine which stage of bossing you're actually in. And what I mean by that is oftentimes we're talking to the wrong people. We are not matched up. We're not meeting people where they are. And so maybe the solution that you have is one that will help them, but they're not ready for it yet. So this quiz helps you determine what group of people you should be thinking about talking to, and maybe you'll have a higher probability of converting them and not hearing crickets. So I'm going to link that down below, so make sure you check that out. It's a free quiz. You get the results immediately. But this next video I want to share with you are 3 questions that could provide you answers that you need to attract the right audience in the first place. All right, I hope this video did some good for you. If it did, give it a thumbs up. If you love this channel, then absolutely, I had to do this video a second time. So hit that subscribe button, child. Click that notification bell and join the Boss Squad. We're fabulous, okay? We're fabulous. All right, thank you again for watching. See you next week, guys. Bye.